Everybody for coming out and supporting the Harlem and the Hamptons celebration, honoring Borough President Helen Marshall, a Harlem native. At this time, I'd like to introduce the Master of Ceremonies, the unofficial mayor of Sag Harbor, Mr. Billy Pickens.
Thank you very much, Glenn. Are you fired up? Well, it's a great day here, and I want to welcome you to this wonderful, wonderful occasion. This is, I think, the 5th or 6th year we've done this, and we continue to draw the crowd in, take our history, and make it available to all in Sag Harbor and environs. But I want to particularly welcome you to what I call Harlem and the Lionel Hamptons, because Lionel Hampton was one of us long before we got out here. It's a great, great occasion. We're honoring a wonderful, wonderful, strong sister today. But before we get into the formalities of that, I want to thank some folks who have demonstrated great courage and great accommodation here with us today. First, I want to honor the committee that puts this together every year. And I want to wait till I give all the names and then you're going to applaud. They're wonderful folks, Glenn Hunter, Jackie Vaughn, Gladys Barnes, and the Harry and Beryl Banks. Let's have a big round of applause for the committee.
All right.
To put this together, with great refinement. Now, here we are in Sag Harbor, this beloved village. We've got a great band today, and I want to let you know who these wonderful players are. We've got Gwen Laster on the violin, Damon Banks, their distinguished leader, Ron Jackson on guitar, and Neil Clark on the percussion congas. These beautiful three things right here. There are other fine people here who come every year who are loyalists, who treasure the memory of Harlem and Bed-Stuy and Queens. And of course, Helen Marshall has been all over the borough. She's a tri-borough kid herself. And we honor her today because she has given her political life to our fair city. And she's also been a wonderful contributor to our lives here in Sag Harbor. Year after year, she and Donnie and their family come out and enrich our lives and our community. And we are forever grateful to Helen and Don and their family. Prior to becoming Queensborough president, Ms. Marshall represented the 21st District and City Council for 10 years, beginning in 1991, when she secured 91% of the vote. Now it's 68%, and you're doing pretty good, lady. She was also the founding chair of the Higher Education Committee and fought against the privatization of remedial programs at CUNY. She also served as a member of the Housing and Buildings, Environmental Protection, and Women's Issues Committees and co-chaired the Council's Black and Latino Caucus. While a member of the City Council, she supported expansions and upgrades of every major library in their district, restored funding to rebuild a free children's dental clinic in Corona, led the fight to prevent the sale of Elmhurst and the Queens Hospital Center, and provided funding for 2 new senior citizen centers and for vans to transport them to the centers. She was also the prime sponsor of legislation to relieve senior citizens' contributions, Medicare Part B. Before election to the City Council, Marshall, a native New Yorker, served 5 terms beginning in 1982, the New York State Assembly, where she chaired the Rules Committee and served on the Leland Commission. Prior to joining the Assembly, Ms. Marshall was an early childhood teacher for 8 years. She left the teaching profession in 1969 to become the first director of the Langston Hughes Library.
At the men's Y on 135th Street, the little building across the street, they had basketball games, then they had social, you could dance, you know. And so now we have to ask our mother to give us permission, my sister and I, to go from the Bronx to Harlem. We won't get home till about 1 o'clock in the morning, but she had confidence in us. All right, so, and because the Y, my real mother died when I was 3. She took in two friends from Guyana, and one lady had tuberculosis. And my mother caught it, you know, with her little thing. She had only been up here for a short time, and she's only accustomed to different kind of warm weather. But here was this young man at the door. He just greeted you with a big smile. He was nice. I was just so impressed. And then he had a friend who sat down at the table. He didn't smile, and he just said hello. That's it. Okay. Now, who do you think the ones that were smiling? Charlie Rangel. That's right. Oh yeah. And the other was Arthur Barnes.